Oh boy, this story, I will not be surprised if it gets content rated. Hello everybody, thank you for making it to your appointment on time. My name is Dr. Axel, and today we're doing something different. I've had quite a few requests of people asking me to tell some stories of when I was working in medicine. So for those of you who don't know, I used to be certified EMT. No longer am. Basically, stress, not getting the right pay, everything kind of led to me leaving the field. Aside from that, we're going to be sharing the story that everybody loves to hear no matter how many times I tell it. It's been told on my stream, it's been told on May, the Milkman stream when he used to stream. It's now a story that is being requested whenever somebody's like, oh, I want to hear, and somebody's heard it. They're like, you got to hear the story. It is affectionately titled The Shit Everywhere Story. So, a little bit of context. This particular call was just a hospital to nursing home thing, and the other part of the context is I have next to no sense of smell. So I was doing a call to a hospital. It's me, my partner, Joey at the time. We go into this hospital. We go to the specific floor we're given on our call, and we get there and we're like, hey, we're here to pick up this patient. Nurse is like, all right, cool. We just gotta finish doing his discharge paperwork. Awesome. We can do that. So I look at Joey and I'm like, hey, can you finish the paperwork? I'm gonna go ahead and start getting the patient ready, get the gurney in there and everything. He's like, okay, yeah, we can do that. It'll be a pretty easy thing. So I go down the hall, get to this patient's room, open the door, and I am hit with the most stankiest of dookie smells that has ever entered somebody's nose, which for me tells me that that is very strong, because something's got to be deadly strong and right under my nose for me to smell it. So I gotta back up out of the room for a second. I'm like, what the hell? And I see Joey walking up, and Joey's like, hey, paperwork's done, we ready to go? I look at him, I'm like, Joey, it smells like shit in there. Okay. I'm like, Joey, it smells like shit in there. And he takes a second, realizes what I've said, because he knows my sense of smell is garbage. He just goes, oh, we are so fucked. I'm like, you know what? It's fine. We'll drive with a window down or something, see what we can do. And he goes, well, we can't do that. Patient has C. diff and MRSA of the colon, which are very, very contagious. We're like, oh shit. Okay. So we got to have the windows rolled up. We got to make it an isolation unit. It's gonna stink up the whole fucking ambulance. It's awful. Nurse comes, does a final cleanup on him, and we get him onto the gurney. We wheel him downstairs, get him into the ambulance. Man shits himself again. We're like, okay. Keep in mind, this man is not there mentally. He's just kind of exists. He follows directions and everything. And we're like, okay, this sucks. And from the time we leave the hospital to the facility we're taking him to, which is a couple blocks away, it's the ambulance 2 more times because we can hear it, and oh boy, can we smell it. We're just like, fuck, okay, we got to get this man out of here. We got to get this done because this is awful. This sucks. We're gagging. We're trying to keep it professional, but we can't. So we get him out of our unit as quick as we can, start wheeling him into the facility that he's going to. It's kind of quiet halls because it's later at night. We start rolling past the nurse's station, and this nurse station door just flies open. And in the most disrespectful and probably very unprofessional tone, she just opens the door and goes, what the fuck is that smell? And we're sitting there just staring at her, and she points to the patient, and we nod our heads in agreement. And she's like, okay, take him to this room. Doesn't even question who he is, hasn't looked at paperwork, anything like that. All right, bet. So we get him to that room, just outside of it. Joey goes to go back, and he's gonna do the paperwork. I'm gonna start getting his bed ready. Walk in the room, and I am somehow greeted by the same smell that this man has been putting in my unit since we picked him up. There's no fucking way this is a thing right now. Now, there are 3 beds in this room. The first one contains a man who has feces all over the bed, not himself, a little bit on the floor. I'm like, all right, this is disgusting, but not my patient. CNA is going to come clean him up. We'll let them handle that. Middle bed, it's my patient's bed. Third bed, curtain is closed. I'm like, okay, just ignore it. This is fine. So finally finished up the paperwork, wheel him into the room, have him get on the bed that he's supposed to go to. And Joey leaves the room. Curiosity gets the better of me. I gotta know what is behind curtain number 3. So I kind of just pull it back a little bit, look in there, and I'm like, there's no way. There's no way I'm witnessing what I am witnessing right now. There's an old man in the bed, poop all over him, all over the floor, on the wall, shit you not, pun intended. Somehow it is on the ceiling. This man has gone go back to monkey and is just flinging turds all over his room. I'm like, I understand why this curtain has been closed. All right, fine, this is done. Get out of here, find a CNA, let them know patients need to be cleaned in that room before we go. So I get out of the room now. Joey and I see a nurse, or no, not a nurse, CNA coming towards us. All I do is just start to point at the room, and this nurse just flings her hands up and is like, again? We're like, what do you mean again? You just know what's happening in there? You just know this is the shit room? Like, no hesitation. She just knew what was happening, immediately started like gathering her cleaning supplies. And we're like, okay, this is apparently the shit room. If we ever come to this facility, we see that number, run. Obviously help, but like mentally check out and run. But yeah, that is the Shit Everywhere story. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and remember, malpractice makes perfect. Later.